Have you ever wondered why one token is worth pennies while another skyrockets? Why do some projects take off while others fizzle out, even if the idea seems promising? It's all about tokenomics. Today we'll figure out what it is, how it affects the price of a token, and why you can't make smart crypto investments without understanding tokenomics. You're watching the Blockoria channel, where we make the complex understandable with analogies and examples. We appreciate your time. Subscribe so you don't miss out on new helpful videos. Tokenomics is the economics of a token. It's the whole internal logic of how it's created, distributed, used, and dies. In essence, it is like the DNA of a crypto project. It determines how the project lives and whether it will survive at all. Analogy: imagine that a token is a currency within a country. Tokenomics is the entire economy of that country. Who prints money, how it is used, how much goes to taxes, how much goes into circulation, and how the state manages inflation. If the economy is poorly structured, a crisis begins. In crypto, this means a drop in price and the collapse of the project. Token issuance: how many are created and how? The first thing to look at is issuance, i.e., the release of tokens. How many tokens will there be in total? Is there a limit, or can they be printed indefinitely? Limited issuance, as with Bitcoin, is a deflationary model. The higher the demand, the higher the price, because supply is limited. Unlimited issuance can lead to inflation and token depreciation. It's like printing money without control. Example: Bitcoin has only 21 million coins. This makes it similar to digital gold. Dogecoin, on the other hand, has no limit, which is often criticized. Token burning: some projects burn tokens, literally destroy them, to reduce the total supply and increase the value of the remaining ones. Example: BNB regularly burns tokens. This is done at the expense of the exchange's profits, and each time there are fewer tokens. This creates a long-term shortage and has a positive effect on the price. Analogy: it's like if the government burns some of its waste to increase the value of the remaining bills. Inflation and deflation models. Inflationary modeling: tokens are gradually added to circulation. This is normal for projects where tokens are needed for the system to function, to pay fees and incentives. Deflationary model: the number of tokens is reduced, demand increases, supply decreases. The price may go up. It is important to understand that inflation is not always bad. If the project is growing and new tokens are used correctly, it can be beneficial. But if there is no control, the price falls. Token distribution: who gets what? It is very important to look at who gets how many tokens at the start. How much do developers and the team get? How many do funds and investors get? Are there any locks, token freezes for these groups? How many go to the community? Example: if 50% of the tokens are held by the team, this is a red flag. Tomorrow they can dump the entire volume and the price will crash. Analogy: imagine that 5 people own 90% of all the money in the country. How stable do you think the economy would be? Is the token a utility or a share? A utility token is needed to use the product, for example, to pay commissions, unlock features, or get discounts. A security token is like a share. It can give the right to a share of profits, participation in voting, and influence on management. It is important to understand what role the token plays. If it is just a token for the sake of a token, there will be no demand. Where are tokens used? The more uses, the higher the value. Within DeFi protocols, gaming assets and GameFi, discounts, bonuses, access to features. Voting and DAO governance, staking, farming, liquidity. If a token just sits in your wallet, it dies. If it participates in the economy, it lives and grows. What else is important in tokenomics? Vesting. How quickly are tokens unlocked? If immediately, expect a dump. Incentive mechanics. How does the project reward participants? Farming, cashback, airdrops. Long-term strategy. Is there a growth and sustainability model for 2 to 5 years? How to quickly assess tokenomics in 5 minutes. If you don't want to read long white papers, here is a short checklist. How many tokens are there, and is there a limit? How many does the team have, and when will they be able to sell them? Is the token useful, or is it just a coin? What is the project's plan for the next 1 to 2 years? What burning/unlocking or incentive mechanics are built in? If you don't have clear answers to most of these questions, be careful. How does tokenomics affect the price in real time? Many people underestimate how much token mechanics directly affect the price chart. Here are some real-world observations. If tokens are unlocked by the team, the price drops. This is called vesting unlock and often causes a dump. If staking with a high APR is launched, the price may rise. This is because some of the tokens are taken out of circulation, reducing supply. If token burns are announced, the price rises. This is especially true if burns are regular and tied to the project's revenue. If there are too many tokens and no demand, the price stagnates. Example: in 2021, the sushi token rose after the launch of staking and farming. But as soon as the team started unlocking tokens, the price plummeted. Analogy: a token is like a company's stock. Without strong tokenomics, even the best idea it cannot withstand market pressure. Sometimes a token takes off even though its tokenomics are terrible. Why? Marketing. If millions are invested in advertising, hype can temporarily overshadow the fundamentals. Hamster wheel. The mass desire to not miss out on profits drives up the price. Influencers and pump groups. They can swing the price for profit, but if there is no real value and a well-thought-out economy behind the project, it will collapse. Always. Analogy: you can inflate a balloon very quickly, but if it's empty inside, it will burst at the first touch. Conclusion: tokenomics is the foundation of any crypto project, and it is often what determines whether a token will be worth $100 or $100. If you don't understand how the internal economy of a token works, you are investing blindly. Study the issuance, distribution, inflation mechanics, and real benefits. Because strong tokenomics is like a solid foundation under a skyscraper. Without it, the project will collapse at the first gust of wind. Subscribe if you want more analysis and to learn to understand crypto at a deep level. Thank you for watching Blockeria. Our goal is to make the world of cryptocurrencies easier to understand in order to accelerate its development. With your support, we will be able to create new high-quality videos, making crypto education accessible to everyone. If you like our project, support us by donating. It's an investment in your knowledge, and the world of the future will be better. We're happy to share our partners' referral links with you. By using these links, you may receive bonuses, prizes, and commission discounts.